What's going on, guys? This is Andrew right here. Wanted to bring y'all another division video. My last division video, I kind of brought y'all a fun build, just something fun. It's not exactly viable in PvP and PvE, more so just PvE. It was my striker showstopper, Ray Barrett's, extravaganza build set, whatever. Um, like I said, a lot of fun in PvE, not so much PvP. So I just kind of want to bring you a little updated version of that build. Um, Nothing too major. It's still going on the same template here. First major change that I did was changed out my two electronics mods that I had on my knee pads and my backpack to, as well as my firearms mod that I had on my masks to all stand with armor mods, as well as changed my primary weapon from the Showstopper, of course, to the SASG, to the Sega 12. Um, Main reasoning behind this is just damage output, damage output. Base damage on the Showstopper unfortunately isn't that high at all, and it's just you're just not able to do enough sustained damage in PvP with that. PvE, it's no problem. You're stacking and you're getting your stacks constantly, and you're just able to pump those out like crazy. But in PvP, for whatever reason, it's that low base damage just extremely hurts it. So it's just a more viable option. Replace that replace that Showstopper with your SASG 12. Get some good talents on there. Get yourself some destructive. Get you some unforgiving. Get yourself some brutal. The only reason I have sustain on here is just for a little bit of help on kill. I have 4% help on kill on my gloves. Currently trying to replace those as of now, but like I always say, just gotta work with what you got. So the sustain just kind of helps synergize with that. Just gives me plus 10%. I don't know. I like to work with just little min max things like that. Just kind of see if can make the best out of a crappy roll on something. Level C for my secondary. Unforgiving, deadly, destructive. Get yourself some good talents on there as well. Higher base damage than the FAMAS. Main reason I had the FAMAS last time was just for fun. It's a named weapon, soon to be named weapon, and I just thought it'd be funny to have all named weapons there for your primary, secondary, as well as a chest piece. But anyways, this is a more viable option. Unfortunately, the Barrett's chest piece is definitely something that's still going to be needed. You can still run this with striker chest, savage gloves, and specialized backpack. If you do not have the Barrett's chest piece, that still works out very well. Um, as well as a little bit better, I guess you could say, orientation of this build would be if you had one more stamina piece. I'm currently trying to get new knee pads and new gloves for this reason. Knee pads mainly just because I want some enemy armor damage. Um, Gloves just because the health on kill is really not necessary, as well as the low firearms on there. So we're still looking to probably just replace these gloves to get some high stand gloves. But anyways, here's a good tip for you guys that y'all can go off of and kind of just use to kind of build your beast striker build here. This is definitely the one build that I think that can compete with, if not be better than Alpha Bridge build in a lot of ways. So yeah, guys, go ahead and put this stuff together. Leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all been having fun with these builds, let me know if anybody actually did put together that other Showstopper build, and let me know how y'all thought it was in PvE. Like I said, it's a lot of fun, man. That AA-12, when I first got it, I was so excited for it. Just man, that just picture Terry Crews and Expendables just mowing down due to an AA-12. I wanted to recreate that in the division, and like I said, PvE, it's amazing. Unfortunately, just it's not a viable option for PvP right now until 1.6 when it gets buffed. Um, and on that note, I want to bring y'all into some 1.6 discussion. I will have some gameplay of this going on here in a second. Just kind of showing off the SASG, just kind of showing the power that it can do. Some underground fighting here in a second. But until then, just give me about 5 minutes here. Wanted to talk to you about new Last Stand game mode. PTS2 is now live. As many of you know, PTS1 first week was mainly just the increased Dark Zone 7 through 9, as well as the new incursion Lost Signal. Another thing that I'm very excited about getting into and talking about the incursion Lost Signal. Man, that incursion looks like a lot of fun. It has 3 main bosses. The whole objective is you're basically trying to get hostages back from the Rikers who've held a TV station and a TV crew hostage here in New York City. So you have 3 different rooms you're getting through, or you're trying to get into, and each room basically has a different style boss, different mechanics, and it plays like a classic, like a smaller classic raid in a way. Separate rooms. It's not a singular room. It's all three different rooms spread out, different mechanics. It's something that I cannot wait to get my hands on. I can't wait to get y'all some gameplay on that. I'll probably link in a video in the description here showing it off on somebody else's channel, probably like LikeButter or Wids or SkillUp or one of those guys. Since all those guys obviously on PC, which I am not unfortunately, and they have all that gameplay. So probably link that in the description just so y'all can kind of see it. I know a lot of people obviously know who those guys are, but if you do not, and for the few guys that do follow me, just kind of want to push that information y'all's way. But yeah, Lost Signal looks like a very, very awesome incursion. DZ 7 through 9 looks amazing. Um, really, really cool. Definitely a lot more death. Definitely a little darker, as they said. Not too dark. I was kind of surprised on that, to be honest. Um, it looks a little bit of the same, but there is more verticality to it. Um, more, I guess you could say, more sketchier places to extract. That's for sure. I believe it brings 2 new extraction zones. One of the extraction zones actually looks like it's in the bottom of a pit, of a construction pit that is basically like a basement, and it's just like a little bit below ground. So there's a lot of vantage points, a lot of sniping points, a lot of different areas that you can get hit. A little bit more open space, open sky gameplay there, and I can't wait to bring all that as well. Definitely figuring out a way here where I can get some gameplay of that on my channel. Until then, though, just kind of bear with me. Probably just going to be linking in the description to that stuff as well. But anyways, PTS2, something I'm really excited about as well. Last Stand game mode is now live. And this is basically the I guess you could say big thing that they're testing here in week 2 is this Last Stand game mode. Week 1 was mainly gear sets, PvP in the Dark Zone, and the new incursion. This week 2 is basically going to be Last Stand and the new equalizer they're implementing, which is normalization, PvP normalization, something they've never done before in this game, and it's something that they are now implementing. Normalization. Let me go ahead and just kind of give you a brief rundown of what that's going to entail. When entering a match of Last Stand, character stats will be modified in order to bring a more stable balance to player versus player combat. As far as gear pieces go, automatically increases gear score to 256 if you do not have maxed out gear. There is no need to worry when playing this game mode. You'll be able to get into this game mode and play it no problem. All gear will be brought up to gear score 256. Main attributes, firearms, stamina, electronics, those will all be increased to the maximum possible roll for that attribute. That's very important. Every single attribute you have is going to be increased to the max attribute of that roll. Following bonuses will be uniformly scaled: weapon type, damage, skill, power, and health. All other minor bonuses will remain unchanged. So the main thing that's going to go unchanged here is your minor bonuses. Health on kill, certain things like that. Little things, disorient damage, enemy armor damage, certain things like that. Although those all are getting reworks. Most things are changing. Weapons. All weapons are automatically going to be increased to gear score 256, just like gear. Talents are still going to be the same. Talents are all going to be unlocked as far as normalization main attributes. Mods act as normal, no change there. RPM, reload speed, it's all normal. And all players will also be set to the same armor mitigation value. Players' talents, gear sets, bonuses, and weapon sets bonuses functional as normal. So this is very interesting, guys. I definitely urge y'all to go and watch some streams, watch some gameplay of Last Stand, just so y'all can get a feel for it and see if this is something that y'all think is worth doing, and leave feedback if you can on the Reddit page. Leave as much feedback as you can. From what I've been seeing, mainly from these big changes, is it's definitely a lot more equal. Things are definitely a lot more skill based now. They've done some other minor tweaks to certain talents to kind of even that gap a little bit more. But from what I can tell, everything looks pretty good. Obviously, certain players who know how to play the game, who know how to proc their talents, when to proc. There's still certain things that have obviously, once an old meta is gone, a new meta comes up. And the new meta for a while in week 1 was the Valkyrie. I believe it's Ear and Ire. Those 2 weapons were completely broken. As long as the secret gear set, those are completely broken. They're currently getting fixed right now. And it looks like in this new normalization mode, nimble holsters. They're already talking about. It's only been a day, and they're already talking about nerfing nimble holsters, which is basically a holster that every meter that you travel, you get a percentage health regen. So if you run, cover to cover from 20 meters, you're gonna get a full heal back. And with health and medic, or excuse me, yeah, health and booster shots and heals getting such a big nerf like they've had. It's something that's coming to the forefront, and it's really interesting to see all these different things that are changing now that they're taking away this new meta, or taking away the old meta here. Um, some of the game changes that they're implementing: no longer will be able to reload while sprinting. A lot of people are really upset about that. Increasing hip fire penalties, weapon spread is now wider. Stability and recoil are also more impacted. They're trying to get rid of that hip fire. They're trying to get rid of the sprinting, running around clusterfuck that's kind of going on right now. And those are some of the main things. There's a lot of gear set changes, as well as a lot of weapon changes, and so on and so forth. But I'll get into that in another video. Kind of don't want to change subjects here too much. I just kind of wanted to talk about the main facets here and the main aspects. So, like I said, last stand game mode and gear normalization. Big things that are coming in, and big things that are being tested right now. So I would love to hear y'all's feedback on this. What do y'all think? Y'all excited for this? Or y'all not excited for this? I guess it's really two things, huh? But I really hope that a lot of these things are being implemented correctly. Like I said, it's very interesting to see exactly how the meta is changing, what people are taking advantage of now that certain things are gone, and just to see the game growing. I'm very excited to see the game kind of go from face tanking, hip firing to maybe a little bit more cover based, actual taking certain situations and into account, not just running up to somebody and blasting them in the face. There's certain strategies and certain things I'm seeing people doing now that's bringing it back to a little bit more tactical gameplay. We're kind of getting rid of some of those 3 million plus toughness talent builds here with critical save, booster shot, and everything procced. So they're definitely trying to bring the tankiness and the sponginess down from players. But in looking at the PTS and looking at some of the gameplay there, it looks pretty even. Obviously, I don't have my hands on. Obviously, I'm not able to play, but it looks pretty even, guys. And I, for one, am very excited for what's to come, and I hope you guys are too. Another big thing: if you are not paying attention, to the PTS, I apologize, guys. My guy was just spazzing out right there. But if you're not paying attention to the PTS and you're not watching any streams, I highly recommend you do so. It's very important as gamers and as consumers that we know exactly what we're getting for, exactly what we're paying for. And a lot of times in the game community, a lot of companies get bad rap and bad things, even when they do, are trying to be open with their play base and with their um, consumers. I'm not saying that Massive has definitely, um, not earned a sketchiness uh, rating, from here and there from certain things that they've done. But like I said, they're giving everyone an opportunity now to kind of go in and see exactly what they're working on. So like I said, I highly recommend y'all go and see and read up on these changes. I'm gonna do my best to bring out some changes and some updates here. Like I said, I'm gonna go a little bit more in detail about gear set changes, gear changes. As of right now, I just kind of want to reiterate and kind of go over some major game and stat changes, guys, as well as the gear normalization and the new game mode. Really looking forward to hearing back from you guys. Like I said, do your research, know what's going on, give your feedback, make your voice heard, guys. This is another division video. I'm gonna go ahead and let this play out here at the end, kind of just show this build off, just with the SASU 12, the level C, and the little just tweaking that I did to it. And with that note, guys, I'll leave y'all, and y'all have a good one, alright? Andrew Ray out.
Warning. Hostiles detected nearby.